And like we were saying, with the growth in AI, and that people are going to start to get more and more used to putting in very detailed, prompts, right, with natural language queries. So as you said, putting in things like give me a female lawyer here who does this, who has this, and whatever other parameters, rather than those kind of shorter searches that people used to do. So you're going to need to make sure that content is accessible.
Yeah, and then the same sort of mentality kind of extends over to your AdWords, how you run your AdWords, right? Because we used to call it, it's changed a bit, but long form keywords that we used to use in AdWords, and there'd be, you were paying $25 a click for X, and then all of a sudden I found these long form keywords that were $2 and your competitor wasn't using them. You're never going to get anywhere if you and your competitor are both paying $25 a click for 5 years. You're just going to be in the sandbox with them. So these are when I say creativity around what we do and what other marketing companies do, at the end of the day, you really you need someone who's like, let's get creative. Even I don't care if you have less money than your competitor, I can find a way to get you more leads. But that creativity is really, really the key. Is really, let's drill down to how do we get out of the ways of the way that you've built the business and the way that you think, and your own kind of pathway, your neural pathways at the end of the day.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a good point that you make there, especially about those, cost of keywords and that. And, some people just go in and it just becomes this ridiculous competition for a single keyword, and everybody and all everybody is doing is literally pushing up the costs for each other.
Yeah, exactly. And if you went to another avenue like a Reddit, or if you went to even a Tumblr, or things that people don't even think about, or if you started a conversation online, I always tell people, think about what we're doing right now. If I wanted to optimize this for SEO, I would just clip it. And then when people search those keywords, now YouTube and TikTok and other videos show up in the search results. So if we clip this and we tagged it properly, doing some research, boom, that's another way you get traffic. So you've got your organic results, you've got your AdWords, but then now we've got a clip of me and you talking that then might get me 5 clients. And so it all kind of, the reason I kind of built my agency the way I did is because I realized that everything was connected. If I got you a media hit, I had to then think of, how can I leverage this for your Google results on page 1? How can I leverage this for your SEO? How could I drive this specific article through the channels on Facebook so people would click it and I would piggyback off their credibility? And I really realized, working with my clients, it was kind of all one. And you couldn't go and hire 5 agencies and have a bunch of 23-year-olds trying to talk to each other. You just couldn't do that if you wanted to be serious about getting to that final echelon.